so many iterative processes. And what I'm trying to say is like you said, 3 to 6 months, it's like everything you want to do, you just need to take steps to get there. And it's not a leap. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to put yourself in that position. So if you're working that 9 to 5 job now, maybe stick around, but start like, I don't know, refinancing, get your goals straight, get your goals in line, you know, like.
Exactly. A great entrepreneur is like a great multitasker. You know, that's one thing I've learned the most about being a Find Talent is that I have to be able to manage like several different verticals at once. And so while you're at your 9 to 5, get good at that. Get good at
take that as practice.
You know, like get good at doing 2 things at once. Finding and not just finding the time, but creating the time to pursue what you're actually passionate about.
So if I were to go to you and I'd ask you this question, I'm going to ask you right now, what am I missing in terms of my marketing? What would you say?
You have to decide what you want is the key. Because a lot of good opportunities will come your way, and you have to have a filter that helps you decide what to do with these great opportunities. Because if you just take every great opportunity, 5 years or 10 years will just pass just like that. You don't even know where it went. So you want to be more determining who you want to be, what do you want to be when you grow up, and then everything you do should be pushing towards that goal. Because it's much easier to hit a target if you actually have one.
I know some parents don't want to imprint this vision on their kids just because they want them to be whoever they want to be. Is that the boat you're on, or do you kind of have an idea of where you could see them and, you know, and maybe when they start to fill your shoes?
I don't want them to get too wrapped up in career aspirations or material pursuits. That's something I really, no one wants to be broke, and if you can't pay your bills, then no one's happy with that. But everyone, or most people, are starting to learn that every incremental dollar does not result in incremental happiness. So for me, I consider myself in this order. I'm a spiritual man, so spiritual things come first for me, and that's what I would want for my son and daughter. Then I'm a family man, so the family would come second, and then the career. So my career is a distant third for me, but really good.
Kelvin, thank you for joining me for this episode of Real People, Real Hustle.
Thanks for having me. Let's go.
Let's get it, baby. So we were just talking, right when you entered, you were asked, if you had to be an animal, which would you be? And you said?
Well, the question was, if I was a fish, which fish would I choose?
That's what it was. If you were a fish, which fish would you be?
I said I would want to be a whale. Because, I mean, I don't really want to be a shark. I'm kind. I could really get fierce, but I'm more like a whale. A whale, a very big deal.
Okay.
A thinker, you know?
Now I'm curious what fierce Kelvin looks like.
Oh yeah, I get into it.
Yeah, you got into it? Have you always gotten into it? Like, has your life just been one big journey in the big deep blue sea as Kelvin the whale?
Well, I've always been an underdog. People never see me coming, never. Humble beginnings. My mom came to this country from the spice island of Grenada with me in her stomach.
Wow.
And when I was born, I didn't even make it to the hospital. I was born in my grandfather's bathroom. What? Humble beginnings. I was ready to enter this world and start making some moves.
Humble is one thing. Excited is a completely separate story, bro.
So, you know, family immigrated to this country, first to go to college. So I didn't really, when I went to college, I didn't really think of majoring in anything that wasn't a clear path to a job, you know?
Sure.
They didn't teach me entrepreneurship per se, but I knew I wanted to be a businessman. So I went to this program at Pace University when I was in 11th grade called Career Opportunities in the Accounting Profession.
Okay.
And they taught me that like accounting was the language of business. So I started off my career as an accounting major in school.
Okay.
Started working at EY, one of the largest accounting firms in the world when I was 19 through a program called Inroads.